Hey guys, 007K here. Don't have a Tuesday Talks with Bond planned for today, but I'm putting Christmas lights on my car today, so I figured I'd film the process of doing that. And if you came here because you saw the sticker on the back of my car saying to come here, thank you for joining my channel. Be sure to subscribe, I'm sure you'll really like it. There's really not much else to say, so we're just going to get straight into it. Here's all the lights we're going to be using, as well as some other stuff that fell in there over the past year. Here's some more lights. We're going to try and put all the darker lights on the back and the brighter lights on the front, simply because I don't want people behind me to be blinded. I don't want people on the side of me to be blinded, even though they're not that bright anyway. I just think it'd look better to have all the brighter ones on the front of the car, all the darker ones on the back of the car. So the way I got this set up here, it's pretty difficult to see. We're in the trunk of my car right now. You'll see I got a second battery here, and that's so that I can run the Christmas lights in the parking lot when the car is turned off and I'm inside of whatever place I'm at. This here is a relay that's hooked up to the ignition switch and the main battery line in, which goes through the floor into the front of my car. Of course, we got the negative there. And the sole purpose of that is just to charge the battery while the car is running and disconnect it when the car is not running, so the lights don't pull from the main battery at all, losing the risk of not being able to start the car in the morning. I did have that problem last year a couple times. Even when they're turned off, it still pulls just a little bit of power. I don't know why, but this should protect against that, and if I'm in wherever I'm at for too long, it'll keep it from running the main battery down and just run this battery down and then recharge it when the car starts up again. And then of course we're just going to plug a power inverter into there and a switch and hook the Christmas lights up to it. So every year I like to pull all the lights out and I like to sort them in piles of working and not working. The ones that work we put on the car, the ones that don't work we solder and fix it, and then we put it on the car. Now, I like to use LED lights because, contrary to what most people think, extra electrical load on your car does translate to extra load on the engine. So, although it won't be very much, still, with as much as I drive, it's definitely helps with fuel economy a little bit. Like I said, it's not very much of an impact on your fuel economy. Maybe 1 mile per gallon, if that. But, you know, I just like to save money, and for those of you that like to be environmentally friendly, there's that too. Gotta get them all untangled. Alright, so we got our first string of lights here, and then the little tray here. Cool. Those ones work. Plug these ones in. Looks like these all work too. I forgot to mention too, another reason why I like LEDs is they're a lot harder to break. The incandescent ones that are glass break so easily from tapping against your car, or if someone bumps against you in a parking lot or something. But these are hard plastic, like really hard plastic. I've slammed these in doors before and not had them break. So this is a darker set as well. I think this whole bag is just dark sets. So I got this little wreath here. Usually I put it on the front of the car, but I think this year I may put it on the back of the car because it gets really, really dirty on the front of the car. But we'll see. And it does look like this set works. We're gonna put that in the light pile. Alright, so you can see half of this set does not light up. So, what we're gonna wanna do here is, I think I already soldered it once before looking at the duct tape. Now we're gonna put this in the broken pile and see if we can fix it. I'm an idiot. That was 2 sets, not 1, which would explain why only half was lighting up. Alright, so this set works, so we're gonna put that in the light pile. I don't know if you guys caught on or not. I don't know if I officially said this or not, but I set a light and a dark pile. Light will try to go on the front of the car mainly, and the dark will go on the back of the car so that people can see my brake and signal lights better. I'm not sure the legality if that's required or not, but I don't want people crashing into me because they can't see if my brake lights are on or whatnot. And it looks like this set works too. So we're set for that. Also, I forgot to mention too, don't go into this thinking that there's going to be no lights undamaged. There will be some damaged lights. So make sure you're prepared to replace them if they break, or unless you just don't want to replace them. There's really not much explained to it except you want to just put Christmas lights up and down however you want, and then tape it in like every 2 or 3 lights. Now you want to make sure when you go to clean the lights off your car, you want to make sure you clean it right away, because I waited 6 months to clean my car off, and that's the result. So if you like your car's paint job, clean it off as soon as you take the lights out before it dries onto the car and it's really difficult to clean off then. My car, I don't particularly care because obviously the paint job is less than spectacular. And the headlights are falling out and everything too, so I really could care less, honestly. But if you care about your paint job, clean off the stickies as soon as you take the lights off. Don't delay. And if it dries off onto your paint, it's going to be stuck there and it's going to be difficult to get off. So after a nice little clean off, we're going to grab one of our lights. I'm going to grab one of the bright sets for the front. Now, a lot of people may not think about this, but stuff does happen to your car. So you will want to leave access to the hood if possible. So you don't want to like tape over your hood like that. What I like to do on points where there's hinges, like doors, hood, trunk, I like to find a nice place like this where it meets up and it barely moves when it opens and shuts. I like to take the cord on one part, take the light on the other part, and give it just a little bit of slack to extend if it needs to. Give it a little bit of slack if it needs to open and shut. And that just keeps it from ripping your Christmas lights off, and it gives you access to the hood still. Same thing with the doors. So you can see with the door here, you just do the same concept. We put the plug on one, we put the plug on off the door, put the light on the door, and just leave a little bit of slack to keep it from pinching in the door. As you can see, we got that little slack here, just like that. Now, if you want, you can cover your whole hood with them. I would like to, but I'm not sure if I have enough lights. So I'm just gonna do a crisscross pattern, and if I can, then crisscross pattern in the other direction too.
That's how we do it, yeah.
So, unfortunately for me, I'm the idiot who didn't check the laws first. Apparently they updated the law in Colorado for colored lights on cars, and I'm thinking it's aimed towards Christmas lights, or maybe just those weird colored HID lights that people like to have. According to the law, you can have any color light on any part of the vehicle that you want, except the front center of it. You can have any color lights you want on the car, on the side and on the back, but on the front and in the center part. So they clarified it to me. They said that if it's the hood or above the windshield, it's illegal. But on the sides, if there's lights on the sides and people can see it from the front, it's fine, as long as it's not in the middle. So now I gotta switch all those lights out with white lights and then finish the rest of the car.
Get down.
Alright guys, so now we're going to get into the technical part here. We got the battery right there. So the way we're going to do this, we got the power inverter. This is our power inverter. What it does is it converts 12 volts DC to 120 volts AC, which is car power to wall power. And that's how we're powering these things. We got it hooked up to this battery back here, which is hooked up to the engine and charges when the car is running, and it gets used when the car is not running. So what we're going to do to make the lights turn on and off accordingly when we want it to, I have this remote control switch. So what we're going to do, we're going to plug this in, and then we flip the power inverter on. And then, let's see, let's connect all the lights and see if it works. Now this whole trunk here is going to be a mess of wires until we take them off, but definitely worth it. Alright, we're going to turn the work light off. This button, by the way, it's a wireless remote that you can hook up to your key if you want. I found this one at Ace, I believe. It was a couple years ago that I bought this. It was either at Ace or Walgreens. But we press this. There we go. The sides. The back. The right side. And the top. Thank you all for watching today's video. I hope you enjoy my Christmas car, and if you see it on the road somewhere, be sure to leave a comment saying that you saw it. I'll be coming out with a video showcasing it more, probably, hopefully Friday, but if not, sometime in the near future. But yeah, if you like this video, give it a like. If you really hated this video, give it a dislike. And if you want to see more content like this, I guess I don't really make content like this normally, but if you want to see more of my videos, subscribe to my channel, and see you guys in the next one.